Yeah. So I was gonna ask you this question. I went to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my friend. A lot of people don't like it. I like it. But there was a question here that I noticed because I asked, I said, hey, what are good question starters, right? And it gave me tech and culture. I didn't even ask for that. But it said, what's one piece of technology you couldn't live without today?
Your phone.
You couldn't live without your phone. But then how did people live without cell phones? I mean, you're younger than me.
But they used to live without AC and everything. Like my dad used to tell me, like, bro, we used to have to get like a big fan and put it in the middle of the house. And I'm like, no AC?
He didn't have a ceiling fan at least? He had to buy a fan?
In Puerto Rico, bro?
Oh, in Puerto Rico. Your father lived in Puerto Rico.
Well, yeah. Where do you think his parents came from?
I mean, my dad's parents came from Puerto Rico, but my dad kind of grew up in Sunset Park, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, but they moved. A good portion of his life as a kid was in Puerto Rico, and then they moved out here.
Okay.
And we're like, yo, we want you guys to, like, you know what I'm saying, be in Nueva York. He came through with the oldie thick accent at first. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
So your dad came to New York without knowing English, is what you're saying?
Well, he knew a little bit, but he had the accent. Now it's gone though. But you know,
did he sound like
because my grandparents, my grandparents barely speak English.
Really?
So rest in peace to my grandfather. Yeah. My grandma barely speaks English.
Same with my grandma. Like when I talk to her, I give her the basic "Hola, grandma. ¿Cómo estás?" Don't laugh. What do you say to your grandmother?
Bendición, bro. That's it.
Oh, you do the bendición thing. That's it.
Always. No, we talk, but because I understand more than I can speak.
Okay.
So like we'll have some conversation. It's not like I'm just like, hey grandma, what's up? Bye, later. God bless. No, it's just.
Is your grandmother a gambling woman?
No, what the hell? She's a pastor, bro.
Oh, she's a pastor. Wait.
My whole family.
I didn't know. I thought it started with your dad, but this is starting with your dad's family. Your dad's
starts
parents.
From my great grandfather to my grandfather to my uncle, my dad, everybody. Yes.
Wow. Okay. So they're not part of that lifestyle.
Not even close.
So who was the one that took away your Pokemon cards?
The church, not my dad. The church that we were going to took my Pokemon cards away.
But no one in your family was against this? Like, give him back his cards.
No, of course not. Why would they? They agreed with them probably. We're like, oh, freaking Querimonio.
But then you said that you were playing like crazy video games at some point, like GTA, stuff like that. They didn't say nothing at that?
Mom.
So when you live with your mom.
No, my parents had joint custody. So when I would go visit my mom on the weekend, hey, here's the PlayStation 2. Have fun.
Anything goes.
Yeah, she would let me rock.
That's awesome. Is that where the whole gaming journey start? Like just going to your mom's house because you didn't have it at your dad's?
Literally.
Really? Wow.
I'm not even joking. I didn't get like a gaming console at my house until I bought my own.
No way.
And that was the GameCube.
How old were you when you had the GameCube?
I was young, bro. I would do chores. When did the GameCube come out?
Also, you didn't have a job. You were saving up.
It was, yeah. So like I would do chores and they would give us like however money, like $20 a week or something like that.
Wow.
I never spent a dime of it until I made enough to buy myself a GameCube.
So in your mind, you're like, I'm saving all my money, all my coins to get that GameCube.
I think GameCube was the cheapest. It was around 2001. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was the cheapest, and it was the older one because it was before they even did like the red, yellow, blue wire thingy. It was the wire that you had to like screw into the back of your screen.
No way.
Change it to channel 3. Yeah, bro. I bought that one myself. I'm not even joking. I bought that one.
Where did you buy it? Like, what store did you go to? Was it KB Toys, Funko Land?
Toys R Us. It might have been Toys R Us, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Toys R Us.
Wow. What was that feeling? Do you remember that feeling? What it was like?
My parents were surprised because they were like, yo, there's no way he's going to keep the money. I came up, I had like $300 straight. I was like, yo, give me the GameCube. I was like, I'm ready. My dad was like, for what? I was like, I'm ready to buy it. Let's go. Mind you, I was like 9 years old, bro. I was like, yo,
that's what I'm saying. You were so young.
I was like, let's do it. And he was like, wait, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And I pulled out the money. I was like 20. 40. We counted it together. He was like, "Oh my god!" He was like, "He really did it." He was like, "Because you did it, I'll buy you your first game. You could buy the, boom."
Wow.
So he chipped in so I didn't just have the console. So I bought the console for the 300. He put in the extra like 60 for I think it was the Star Fox game.
Wow.
That came out, and that's it.
So when you got home, what was that moment for you? Like, what were you feeling?
I didn't sleep for like 3 days, bro. I'm dead ass. I just kept playing, bro. It was lit. I did not sleep. I was just like, eh. And then I kept buying like the cheap controllers because we would get like Super Smash Bros.
Got it.
NFL Street. So I would have my friends come over. So it made the most sense. Like people would just come over. I had 4 controllers. We playing GameCube. Let's go.
That's what's up.
It was fun.
I remember buying my first console. It was the PS3. What was it? I had just, I feel old because you're younger than me. No, but I was working at Costco.
Hey, you're old.
It was right out of high school, I believe. I was working at Costco, and I had pre-ordered. I bought the most expensive one. It was like $600.
Oh, you were bugging. You were always bougie. I got it. Okay, I see. You a bougie gamer, bro. It's okay.
So I pre-ordered it in the mall. There was like a video game store in the Staten Island Mall. And I was
KB Toys.
No, it wasn't KB. It was just a regular video game store, like a mom and pop one.
Like this was before like GameStop was the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I go to work. I'm so excited because I know I'm getting it today. And they're like, "We'll call you when your order's ready." So they called me at work, and I left work early. I'm like, "Hey, boss, I'm not feeling too well. I gotta go home." He's like, "All right, I feel better. I'll see you next week." All right, cool. I drove so fast, and Costco's next to the mall. They like very close. Drove mad fast. I rolled up in there. I'm like, here's my receipt. They gave it to me. I got like a couple games. I think Talladega Nights, all that stuff, right? Bro, they put in a black bag. I'm like, hey, what's this like garbage bag? They're like, somebody got robbed outside and we don't want any more people getting robbed. So we want to make sure no one can see what's in the bag.
Oh, so they were protecting you for real.
Bro, do you know?
Shout out to them.
I ran, Chris. Right now you say, oh, Lou, you can't walk, right? I ran.
That's how your ankle got messed up. Got it.
I was holding it like this, like under my arm, and I'm running. I get in the car. It was like a chase scene. I didn't know if someone was gonna come for me. I threw it in the car and I drove home.
Pull up to your car, boom, break the window.
Bro, I was so excited. Like I had the most adrenaline. Like I drove so fast home. And I plugged it up to my dad. My dad he didn't have a flat screen. He still had like the big back televisions.
Yeah.
I plugged it in there, setting everything up because it still wasn't, I don't believe it was HDMI yet. I think the Slims.
It was still the red, yellow.
Yeah,
the red, yellow,
PS3.
And,
So I plug it in and I had the Resistance game. I don't know if you remember the game Resistance. Whatever. I didn't know what I was just like, I want to try something. I put it in and I see it like, oh my God. The graphics, like it was for me, it was like a big jump. And then it was like, oh, there's a Blu-ray. I'm going to put Talladega Nights. I'm going to watch this. I want to see this in full HD. But I didn't have like the best TV. It was the big plasma, big back.
Right.
I was so excited. And I will never forget, like I told myself, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I just want to play video games.